Record government revenue clears the way for hundreds of millions in tax cuts. The Planning Tribunal, Fine Gael, accused the government of reneging on its commitments over Ray Burke. A County Monaghan man faces 75 charges of indecent assault against juveniles. And world champion Steve Collins throws in the towel for good. Good evening. The latest Exchequer figures show that with 2 months to go to the budget, the government has scope for hundreds of millions of pounds in tax cuts, while still meeting its spending commitments, eliminating government borrowing and qualifying on time for European Monetary Union. The figures, which cover government revenue and spending for the first 9 months of this year, show a record surplus of income over day-to-day spending of almost £1 billion. It's the best financial position in 50 years. The Minister for Finance, Charlie McCreevy, said the money belonged not to the state but to the people, and that he would be giving some of it back on budget day.
Today's figures show that the amount of revenue raised in taxes in the first 9 months of this year exceeded day-to-day government expenditure by £929 million. This was the result of very strong economic growth and job creation. Income tax receipts are running 15% higher than last year. VAT receipts are up 21% and corporation tax receipts are up 15%. All this buoyancy enabled the government to plough £150 million into the pension funds of An Post and Telecom Éireann, to set aside £100 million in a small savings reserve fund, to dole out £51 million to Bord na Móna, and still end up with an overall budget surplus of £506 million, 3 times higher than the surplus for the same period last year. In relative terms, this is the best budgetary performance for more than 50 years. Instead of levelling off, economic growth is now getting even stronger. The number of new jobs being created is beyond all expectations, and the money available to the government amounts to an embarrassment of riches. But the Minister for Finance says this money is not his nor the state's, but belongs to the people, and he will be giving as much of it back as he can within the confines of Partnership 2000. In addition, he says that Ireland will now definitely adopt Europe's single currency on the 1st of January 1999.
The people who have contributed to the economic growth in the country are entitled to their own money back. It's not my money. It's not the state's money. The state, the sector, is the people's own money. So therefore, I will, within the bounds of prudence, I will endeavour to be as generous as possible. But I wouldn't like to build up anyone's hopes excessively.
The Minister said he'll keep a tight control of spending with a view to qualifying for European Monetary Union.
I'm certain that Ireland will be perhaps only one of a handful of countries which will definitely qualify under the criteria. EMU will take place in 1 year.